So the situation in Iran is deteriorating day by day, as we know, and the regime is struggling to hold on to power. Now, the reality is they are intensifying repression, particularly to the PMOI and the MEK, as well as women and students. They're trying to suppress the opposition. They will fail. And the reality is that there's very brave people literally putting their necks on the line every single day, in particular the women of Iran. I have to say, we all salute you in your struggle. Now, as part of the scheme, the disinformation that we see laying the ground for terrorist acts, as we saw in recent weeks in Berlin, against the office of the NCRI, and then the attempted assassination, well, actually murder, or attempted murder of Alejo Vidal Quadras, because he supports the NCRI and MEK. We've had the show trials for members of the NCRI and MEK, and many of them are residents in Ashraf 3 in preparation for the terrorist acts against them. We must condemn their acts of terrorism. We must also send out a clear message that nothing will deter us from giving our support to the PMOI, MEK, and the resistance units in Iran, and NCRI as the true democratic alternative for establishing a proper democratic republic in Iran. Now, Madam Rajavi and her movement has played a decisive role, not only in advancing the uprising, but also offering a viable, organised, democratic alternative that delivers on the true aspirations of the Iranian people. Now, the NCRI and Madam Rajavi have spearheaded the global justice-seeking campaign to hold the regime and its leaders to account and secure justice for the victims of the Iranian regime and the people of Iran. Now, in this regard, the revelations about the regime's human rights abuses and violations for the past 4 decades have been instrumental. So thanks to our work in the UK Parliament, the joint advocacy by cross-party colleagues and myself in the British Committee for Iran Freedom, the leadership of Madam Rajavi and the work of the NCRI, the courage of the Iranian people, eventually the UK government has now made holding the regime to account a priority of its Iran policy. I hope that the most important decision which will be made will be the proscription in its entirety of the IRGC. So we must maintain the pressure on all sides to make that happen.